Good evening. Tonight we bring you a story that is sending shockwaves through the international community. A story that feels eerily familiar, yet is unfolding with a new and dangerous twist. Our focus is the Caribbean Sea, a region now at the center of a rapidly escalating standoff between two of the world's most powerful nuclear-armed nations. The waters, once tranquil, are now patrolled by warships, their presence a stark reminder of the fragile peace that hangs in the balance. Recent intelligence reports have revealed that Russia is considering the deployment of its cutting-edge Oreshnik hypersonic missiles to Venezuela. These missiles, capable of traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 10, could reach major U.S. cities in a matter of minutes, leaving little time for response or negotiation. The mere possibility of such a deployment has sent alarm bells ringing in capitals around the world. In response, President Trump, now serving his second term, has ordered a significant show of force. The United States Navy has mobilized with a formidable fleet moving swiftly toward the region. The message is clear: any threat so close to American shores will not go unanswered. At the heart of this deployment is the USS Gerald R. the Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier. Flanked by a powerful carrier strike group, it represents not just military might, but a warning, a signal to adversaries that the U.S. is prepared to defend its interests with every tool at its disposal. For many, these developments evoke memories of the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, when the world teetered on the brink of nuclear war. But today, the stakes are even higher. The technology is more advanced, the missiles faster and deadlier, and the margin for error frighteningly small. Diplomats scramble behind closed doors, seeking a peaceful resolution, but the shadow of history looms large. The Oreshnik missile, with its unpredictable flight path and hypersonic speed, poses a unique challenge to existing defense systems. Military analysts warn that traditional missile shields may be rendered obsolete, forcing a rapid re-evaluation of national security strategies on both sides. The prospect of such advanced weaponry stationed just a short flight from the U.S. mainland has created a volatile and unpredictable environment. Maps now show the chilling reality. From Venezuela, these missiles could strike deep into the heart of America, putting millions at risk and raising the specter of a new arms race in the Western Hemisphere. As American warships cut through the waves heading south under a blood-red sunset, the world watches with bated breath. Military commanders, their faces etched with concern, weigh every move, knowing that a single miscalculation could ignite a conflict with consequences beyond imagination. The question now hangs heavy in the air: is this a calculated bluff, a high-stakes game of geopolitical chess, or are we witnessing the opening moves of a new global crisis? Only time will tell. But tonight, the echoes of the past are louder than ever, and the fears for the future are all too real. At the center of the current global security crisis is the Oreshnik, Russia's latest and most advanced hypersonic missile. This cutting-edge weapon is capable of traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5, which means it moves at more than 5 times the speed of sound. The Oreshnik's development marks a significant leap in missile technology, representing years of research, engineering, and strategic planning by Russian defense experts. As the missile streaks through the atmosphere, it demonstrates not only raw speed but also a level of technological sophistication that has caught the attention of military analysts worldwide. The Oreshnik is not just another missile. It is a symbol of Russia's determination to redefine the balance of power on the global stage. What makes the Oreshnik especially alarming to Western defense planners is its incredible reach. Capable of striking Miami in under 10 minutes from launch, it drastically reduces the time available for any defensive response. This compressed window leaves little room for error, forcing military commanders to make split-second decisions. The missile's speed means that traditional early warning systems may not provide sufficient notice, and the cities within its range are left vulnerable to a sudden and devastating attack. The psychological impact of knowing that a missile could reach American soil in mere minutes cannot be overstated, and it has already begun to reshape military strategies and defense postures across the globe. The Oreshnik's speed is only part of its threat. Its advanced maneuverability allows it to change course mid-flight, making it extremely difficult to detect, track, and intercept. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles that follow predictable paths, the Oreshnik can evade existing missile defense systems with unpredictable movements. This capability renders many current anti-missile technologies obsolete, forcing nations to rethink their entire approach to missile defense. Military experts warn that the Oreshnik's evasive maneuvers could allow it to slip past even the most sophisticated radar and tracking systems, making it a true game-changer in modern warfare. Adding to its formidable capabilities, the Oreshnik can be equipped with multiple warheads, each capable of striking a different target. This means that a single missile launch could threaten several cities or military installations at once, overwhelming defensive systems and complicating any response. The ability to deliver multiple warheads simultaneously increases the missile's destructive potential and makes it a powerful tool for strategic deterrence. Military planners must now consider the possibility of coordinated multi-target attacks that could cripple critical infrastructure and command centers in a matter of minutes. Analysts estimate that the Oreshnik has a range of up to 5,500 kilometers, putting much of the continental United States within its striking distance. This vast range allows Russia to project power far beyond its borders, threatening not only the US but also NATO allies and other strategic locations. The missile's reach fundamentally alters the strategic calculus for both offensive and defensive operations, forcing military planners to adapt to a new era of long-range, high-speed threats. The unveiling of the Oreshnik is a key part of President Vladimir Putin's broader strategy to modernize Russia's military forces and challenge the long-standing dominance of the United States and its allies. By investing heavily in next-generation weapons like hypersonic missiles, Russia aims to close the technological gap and assert itself as a major military power. This development is not just about military hardware, it is a demonstration of Russia's resolve to defend its interests and project strength on the world stage. The potential deployment of the Oreshnik is more than a military maneuver. It is a bold political statement. By showcasing its hypersonic capabilities, Russia is sending a clear message to the United States and the world. The era of uncontested American military superiority is over. This move has heightened geopolitical tensions, prompting urgent discussions among world leaders and military strategists. As nations scramble to respond, the Oreshnik stands as a stark reminder of the rapidly evolving nature of modern warfare and the high stakes of global power competition. Why Venezuela? Under Nicolas Maduro, Venezuela has become a key Russian ally. Facing US sanctions, Venezuela relies on Moscow for support, creating a strategic bond. Geographically, Venezuela offers a launch pad close to the US, maximizing strategic pressure. This move counters NATO forces near Russia's borders, seen as a symmetric response. For Maduro, hosting these missiles deters US intervention, cementing his alliance with Russia. It's a high-risk strategy for a government fighting for survival, testing American resolve. In response, the Trump administration has acted decisively. The Pentagon dispatched a U.S. Navy carrier strike group to the Caribbean. Centered around the USS Gerald R. This force projects American military might. The mission is to monitor the situation and deter aggression, enforcing a red line. This response aligns with Trump's foreign policy, leveraging military force before diplomacy. The deployment also serves a domestic purpose, projecting an image of strength. The parallels to the Cuban Missile Crisis are striking. In 1962, the US discovered Soviet missiles in Cuba, leading to a tense standoff. Today, a similar scenario unfolds with Russian missiles in Venezuela. The core issue remains weapons that reduce warning times and upend strategic balance. However, technology and communication have evolved, offering potential for quicker de-escalation. The modern media landscape, though, could inflame tensions, pressuring leaders into rash decisions. Is this a march toward conflict or political theater? Some argue it's about signaling and posturing, with Putin using missile threats for political goals. The US naval deployment is a countermove, demonstrating resolve. Both sides may push and probe, but neither wants a full-blown war. However, the presence of military hardware creates a volatile environment. Hypersonic missiles are destabilizing, not just bargaining chips, changing the military calculus. As the US fleet approaches, what happens next? A naval blockade around Venezuela could echo the 1962 crisis. If Russia challenges the blockade, a limited military engagement could occur. The risk of rapid escalation is immense, with potential for a broader conflict. A US strike on missile sites could trigger a Russian response, leading to a global conflict. Despite the risks, war is not inevitable. Direct talks between Trump and Putin could de-escalate tensions. A deal could mirror the Cuban Missile Crisis resolution, with mutual concessions. Third-party mediators could facilitate communication and build trust. Economic incentives and sanctions could also play a role in de-escalation. A peaceful outcome depends on prioritizing stability over confrontation. The current situation unfolding in the Caribbean is not just a regional issue, it's rapidly becoming a major international security challenge that has the attention of world leaders and military strategists alike. The region, long known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant cultures, is now at the center of a high-stakes geopolitical standoff. At the heart of this crisis is the possibility of Russia deploying advanced missile systems in Venezuela. Such a move would place powerful weapons alarmingly close to the U.S. mainland, raising the specter of a new era of missile threats in the Western Hemisphere. This development has sent shockwaves through the international community as it directly challenges the security and strategic interests of the United States. In response, the Trump administration has ordered a significant naval buildup in the region. This show of force is a clear message. The United States is prepared to act decisively and will not tolerate any threat so close to its borders. The presence of U.S. warships serves both as a deterrent and as a signal of unwavering resolve. While some observers hope that this is merely political posturing or a display of military theater, the risks of a real escalation are very real. Miscalculations or misunderstandings could quickly spiral into open conflict with consequences that would extend far beyond the Caribbean. This crisis forces us all to confront difficult questions about the nature of power, the responsibilities of nations, and what true security means in a rapidly changing world. It challenges the global community to consider how best to maintain peace and stability. The path forward remains uncertain. The world stands at a crossroads, poised between the possibilities of successful negotiation and the dangers of military conflict. The choices made in the coming days will shape the future of international relations in this region and beyond. So, we leave you with this question. Is relying on military force truly the best way to ensure lasting peace? Or does it only increase the risk of war? What do you think is the right path forward for the Caribbean and for the world?